The 2022 World Cup in Qatar is going to be the last run for some of the greatest players in football history. But hey, all good things must come to an end, right? Well, unfortunately for all my Ronaldo fans out there, this will probably be his last World Cup ever. Cristiano Ronaldo has played football at the highest level for a very long time. He's 37 years old now and is still one of the main players to be watched at the World Cup. But let's be honest, Ronaldo of today is nowhere near prime Ronaldo of Madrid, and that's pretty logical. Age comes with a lot of sacrifices. CR7 will be 41 years old by the time the next World Cup comes around. Knowing Ronaldo, I wouldn't be shocked to see him warming up for the next one, but he'll probably be warming up by the fireplace in his mansion because it's pretty unlikely that he'll get a call-up for the squad. Ronaldo hasn't been very successful in any World Cup so far, so hopefully this time he can show us that maybe age really is just a number. Unlike Ronaldo, Thomas Müller has had a great international football career. He won the Golden Boot during the 2010 World Cup and even won the entire World Cup with Germany 4 years later. But unfortunately, the 33-year-old forward's career has been on the decline in recent years, both for his club Bayern Munich and the German national team. He might get a chance to play in Qatar because of his proven leadership, but it's very unlikely that he'll ever be called up again afterwards. Müller hasn't confirmed anything yet, but for Neymar Jr, we know for sure that he won't be playing another World Cup after this one. The Brazilian forward has had a very successful football career. He's won many trophies with his clubs, but his international career, however, hasn't been as great. And he's pretty much said he doesn't see himself going to any tournaments after Qatar. I will play as if it were my last. Let's play every game as if it were the last, because we don't know tomorrow. I can't guarantee that I will ever play another World Cup. I honestly don't know. That's what he said in an interview. I can't wait to see what playing like it's his last looks like. Hopefully we don't get any more fake injuries from him. Remember this meme? Neymar's former teammate at PSG has also confirmed that this will be his last World Cup tournament before he retires from international football. Angel Di Maria has had a pretty good international career, with the highlight being his winning goal for Argentina during the 2021 Copa America final. What a feeling it must be to give your country the winning goal. Amazing. This World Cup will be his last chance ever to get that feeling again, because as he said himself, after this tournament, he will be retiring from international football. Let's hope he gets to live a moment like that again, because after this World Cup, Di Maria will be retiring from international football altogether. Di Maria's former teammate Luka Modric may also be hanging up his World Cup boots sooner than expected. I'm pretty sure we all remember Modric's performance at the last World Cup in Russia. He shocked the world with his amazing performance, leading the Croatian team to the final against all odds. Modric has had an amazing career, and he's even won a Ballon d'Or thanks to his results 4 years ago. But he's now 37 years old, and I can't see him coming back on the pitch in another 4 years. He might be able to shock the world a second time and win the whole damn thing. But if he doesn't, at least he has reached the final. Luis Suarez has never been able to reach the final stage of the World Cup, but he sure as hell was one of the most entertaining players in the history of the tournament. Remember the handball incident in 2010? I'm sure Ghanaians will never forget. But most famously, of course, is the biting incident in 2014. We all love Italian food, and I'm sure Suarez was just curious to know if Italians tasted good as well. But in all seriousness, Qatar is his last chance to achieve international success with Uruguay, as he's already said he won't be going to the 2026 World Cup. And he's not the only Uruguayan striker to play his last World Cup this year. Edinson Cavani will also be retiring from international football after Qatar. And even though Cavani is currently suffering from an injury, he has been called up to the Uruguay national team. He might not start many matches, but you never know what might happen. Cavani was called up with an injury, but Eden Hazard might miss out on the next one, even if he is fully fit. Hazard's career saw a sharp downturn ever since he turned down a deal extension at Chelsea to join Real Madrid back in 2019. He hasn't played much for Madrid this season and has been suffering from so many injuries since he arrived in Spain that I've lost count. Not only will this be his last time attending a World Cup, but he might even be ending his entire football career soon. Hopefully he'll show us all in Qatar that his career isn't over, but to be honest, if he doesn't, this might be the end of a very disappointing career. Unlike Hazard, Kevin De Bruyne might be stepping out of the World Cup even though he's pretty much at the peak of his career. De Bruyne hasn't yet confirmed that this will be his last World Cup, but he has hinted at it a couple of times. He has said that he doesn't know what will happen after this World Cup, but the scheduling has become a problem for a player like him at his level. It is unknown. There is no point worrying about it or thinking about it. You take it as it comes and try and play as well as possible. We are not talking about it with teammates. The schedule is too hectic, De Bruyne said. Let's hope he changes his mind and will appear at the 2026 World Cup. It would be a shame for him to give up on his international career at only 31 years of age. And now onto the final player, arguably one of the best football players of all time, but also one of the unluckiest players of all time in his international career. It's none other than Mr. Lionel Messi. He has one last chance to win the World Cup and seal the GOAT debate for good. Messi's World Cup career is nothing to write home about. Every time he appeared in the World Cup, people expect him to raise the level and absolutely dominate the tournament. But that has never happened. The Copa America has been the highest point for Messi in international football. It looks like Messi is geared to make this World Cup count. He even took an early leave from PSG in preparation for the tournament. And a lot of people are saying Argentina is one of the favourites to win the World Cup this time. So hopefully, Messi gets the chance to go out with a bang. One thing I know for sure, and I'm neither Argentinian nor Portuguese, is that a World Cup final between Argentina and Portugal would be the greatest clash of all time.